Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Kingdoms and Castles. Today's beverage is a very nice hearty and warming bovril. So welcome back to the game. In the previous episode we expanded our fortifications basically around the rest of the island to a point where hopefully we can defend off against most things. I'm a bit worried about this because we've seen what happens when the Vikings invade, so I think it would probably be best if I maybe make that a moat. Should we do that? I think it would be probably the way to go, so let's just go moat along there. Let's see how the citizens go ahead and do that. Anyway, we managed to get in a whole other area here for food production. So we've got more swine herds, we've got obviously more windmills and all of these farms. And as people rightly pointed out, we don't necessarily need the extra food, but it was a nice place to put it. It's just a very fertile and irrigated area, so it's quite nice, and we may expand upon it. But the main focus for this episode is to build basically everything around this area here, and hopefully get over 2,000. Sorry, I almost said prisoners there. 2,000 population. I think they call them peasants, but we're gonna call them citizens. Anyway, so let's go ahead and do just that. I'm a bit worried about the iron though and tools, because now that we have butchers and fishmongers and all the mines and quarries, I think we'll probably be running out of tools, so maybe another blacksmith is in order. We could place it in and around this area. It's actually fine, so let's go ahead and go to the blacksmith, and it would actually fit just across from there, so that's exactly where it's going to go. And let's say we want to build around here, so let's just move our army into this area, which is a nice staging ground for them. Currently 5 years until Vikings, 10 years for the dragon, and that's fine. So what do we need? Well, it looks like peasants are in, it does definitely say peasants. So peasants are in excellent health. We have excellent, low chance of plague, a low virulence, life expectancy is very high, and very good access to wheat bread, fruits, and fish/pork, and building integrity is 99% apart from some of it here, which is falling down. Either way, let's go ahead and go to building, and we want to build some manors. So the way the manors are going to work, I'm going to place in the manor there, and then we're going to place the manors basically going across, which will require a road. So we'll have a stone road going across to there. I could put an entrance in here, but there's no real point, so I don't think we're going to bother. So that goes in like so, and on top of that we've obviously got the manor there, and then there, and we normally don't have them as like lined up as that, but well, it's fine. And obviously these will require several things. They're going to require a lot of access to, well, they need maybe a market, so I'm going to place a market in, I think I'll place a market in there, and on top of that we're going to place probably, we're not going to have theatres or jousting stuff, we'll probably place, I don't think we're bothering with a fountain. Maybe a chapel. We'll see about that one, but I want to see what else we've got. But we've got that there. We're going to have maybe another sort of town square, maybe. I'm just going to check the orientation of this one. It is, yeah, that is fine. So that can go in there. We want a pub as well, most likely, which we can place in on, we'll probably place it around here, because that'll affect the majority of these buildings. And where is it? A large tavern, perhaps? Let's go with a large tavern. And I think that's enough building for the workers for now. I am going to chop down some of this forest, or rather just take the edge off it there, and let's see about building. I was tempted and still tempted to build across here and extend the land, build lots of piers, but I'm just going to see how we get on with this bit. And yeah, we have got lots of positive changes for food. Loss to exposure is 484, but how much are we generating? We're generating a lot. I think is the overall summary. 1,529 food from farms, 670 food from orchards, bakeries have been, baking, and fish from fishing industry, lots of food from pigs, and lots of food eaten in taverns as well. Okay, so let the workers crack on there. We haven't got a bakery, actually. A bakery is something that we should probably get in closer to this. Oh, closer to here would be better. So that'll go in there, and followed by. I mean, you can actually fit in a chapel right next to the baker, but it's starting to look a bit. No, not too convinced that's the way to go. A library and a clinic would be the way to go, though. Let's go for the clinic there and a library. Oh, hang on, what was that I just built? Library first, yeah, then the clinic, which is going to go in there. Okay, and that will take care of most of these needs, so that's fine. To discuss all of this area, we got obviously lots of foresters, and we've got a huge forest here. And do I want to build any more? You know, is it worth our time? I mean, it is probably worth building some more if it was going to be something that's new, but any building around here would just be removal of the trees and then building more stuff. So I like the idea of filling in the blanks, as it were, and then probably making a note of saying that's a nice place to leave it. I think in hindsight I would have removed actually, I would have expanded out and build a pier right across and then back in for added security. And we may go ahead and do that because it wouldn't take too much. It would just be a pier right across there. It would be across here and then in and then across to there. I mean, it's all valid. We could do something like that, but it wouldn't really afford as much. As long as we get over that 2,000 people, I think that would be a nice touch. That would be a pretty nice touch. These won't have access to the bathhouse, which is a bit of a shame. The bathhouse is there, the bathhouse is there. I could place one in. It's fairly simple to do, and we do have a lot of options for building around this area, but we'll see. My lord, 37 people visited, but only 12 found satisfactory homes. Alright, that's a bit of a shame. Let's go for a festival, and I'm also going to have a chat with our advisors. And took too long to store the harvest, so much wood, there's no place to put it, and good day. So the military person is just totally happy with our military. The other advisors are saying that we had some food lost. I don't know how, because we got granaries and we got food storage right next to where we produce a lot of this stuff. And, well, I guess it's just probably the sheer amount of food. We can't just pick it up and store it. I do like this area with all the flowers in there. That's quite pretty. That's good. How are we getting on over here? Oh, they've actually built the majority of this. That's interesting. That's good. A lot of the rest of this going in. I think I'm going to build a road across here and into there. Actually, no. I'm not going to build a road. I'm going to build a garden that goes to there. And do we have a garden? No, I'll have a road. I'll have a road going down there. Road going across here. And then what we want to do is spend, and this is going to be a big spend. Piers. If we can put a pier in, the pier goes in. Up to a point. And that point will be... I mean, we could actually connect round, couldn't we? We could genuinely build around like that and connect this side up. Is it worth it? Where's this boat? This boat was fishing over here, and is that where I've placed it? I don't think I have. No, I can't see it. Okay. What we're going to do, again, just to make it a bit different, is have a pier going from there and then around. Oh! And that's as far as I can go because I've used pretty much all the stone in the kingdom. Yes, that's exactly what's happened. We're still on a positive change for the food, which is good. It's actually gone up to 812 now. Happiness has been reduced somewhat. I'm guessing it's because, yeah, no charcoal. How we're doing for charcoal? We are producing charcoal, but I fear that with the addition of these, homes, we're actually going to be on, not negative, but it will get to that point. So what I'm going to do is have another charcoal maker, essentially. And how are we doing for stone? Stone is fine. And let's go ahead and pier. And the pier is going to go across to... Ah, darn it, just one section missed. Typical. Oh, well. At least this lovely thing here is, it's all nice. Yeah, it's good. Let's go for another festival. Why not? Why not? And we have 2 years until the next Viking attack. I wonder how our neighbours are faring. We're coming to that point now. It's definitely only a couple of episodes towards the end, I think, for the build anyway. Might even be just this one. But the point I'm making is we are very friendly with both our neighbours. I don't really want to attack them. I don't want to, go back on our diplomacy, as it were. But, we'll see towards the end. So there's all that in, and have they removed the trees in here? Yes, they have. So industry, and we're going to go with another charcoal maker there. And do we have storage? Storage is there, which is mainly wood and stone of all things. No, sorry, not stone. Stone is stored internally here. Apparently not, actually. What is mainly there? Armaments. Okay. For the blacksmith, then, I don't think we need more armaments, and I don't think we need armaments, and what a surprise, I don't think we need armaments. There's only 1 and 2, 3 blacksmiths making armaments. Let's just make 2. We really don't need all of those. We're not really building many armed forces. So there's that pier that's going to go in and around, and that's going to have a nice amount of stuff in there. Oh, there we go. Look, we've got this pretty much sorted now. So I want to have I want a well because obviously these guys need access to water, so I'm going to place the well there, and we will have in the stone road going to the back there, and again this is going to be some more housing. Stone road across here, and this means that the road can come along, and it means that they don't have to go all the way around. It's more of a direct access, which is potentially a security flaw, but you know what, if Vikings are right around here, we've done something seriously wrong. There's all of the piers going in, which is making our inland waterway a bit smaller, but it's not too much of a problem. Obviously, we can build more piers here, but I don't think we need to. The idea is to, I think, have some homes around here, and I do think a bathhouse is probably in order. It would fit in quite nicely here, though, as well, wouldn't it? So let's go ahead and put in a pier there. I'm just going to double check in the advanced town, and oh no, with a bathhouse we are again out of stone there. Okay, fine. Need 119, we've got 116. Alright, so we're very close to bathhouse. Yes, the bathhouse there would get all of what we need, and to be honest, we can just place a Noria right next to it. It wouldn't be too much of a problem, so that's probably what we'll end up doing. Viking attack in the next year, and it's interesting to see where they're going to land. We previously have had them... We've had them land around here, although that was quite some time ago. We've had them come around and try to attack the bastion here, and it didn't go well. But the main attack that was a bit worrying was this area here, where we do have these Greek fire emplacements, but I think the moat is going to prevent them from attacking there. But we'll see, as always, how we get on with that one. Got a fairly big standing army of 6... Oh no, is it 8 and 8? Yes, it's 8 knights and 8 archers. So with our defences, which I should point out are always active, and oh, we're actually losing money. How dare they? I might genuinely have to put the tax rate up. No, not with the coffers as full as they are. Anyway, yes, we're in a fairly decent defensive position, I believe. So on this area, I am going to place some more housing, I think. So we'll run the road down here, and town will be manors, and obviously randomly just rotating them around, and like that, and that's even more. And that'll take us up to a decent amount of beds with the addition of these ones here, which actually have residents. Okay, that's interesting. That's good, the fact that we've got residents already. And this is where the bathhouse is going to be. I mean, we could, if we really wanted to, place like a jousting arena in here, or a cathedral, or a grand library and such, but, you know, we've got all that in the centre, and I don't think it's an expectation that you build that have access to absolutely every single thing. Anyway, so it's merchant ship has arrived, and we're going to sell to them. We'll sell to them all of the wood that we have here. We have charcoal as well, but I'm not convinced that selling the charcoal is... Oh no, it is a positive change, so we'll sell that, and Probably sell some of that. And we are going to buy, if they have stone, we are going to buy all of the stone they have, because that's something that we are a little bit short on. And I don't know about tools. We are plus 19 from last year, so I think that's about right. Okay, fine. Viking attack is due any moment. And I don't know where it's going to be, and I don't know what strength it's going to be either. Last time we had the Viking attack, it was, as I said, around these parts with the moat. Trying to drop the tool there, but we'll see what happens in this one. Okay, so we have these in, we've got those ones built. I do think it's going to be another case of just more manors, and the manor will go in there. I think we'll put like a little statue type thing in, so we'll go with actually a park would be quite nice, and a shrub row there, and we could have a statue. You've got like a gnome and fish and an obelisk and other things like that. Let's go with, can we have a knight? We can have a knight in there. Why not? So Vikings are invading. Let's see where they've first spawned. So they spawned up here, and they are, it looks like they're going directly towards this area, and I'm not too sure whether that's going to be the case or not. It does look like that is a constant bearing towards this, isn't it? And they are going to land by all accounts. Yeah, there we go. They have indeed landed. Do we have any forces over here? We don't have any forces over here. We did at one point, but we'll probably pull them back. And, oh, there we go. So we've got forces coming around the headland here, which are getting, well, they are getting shot. And all of our guys are highly skilled because they constantly work there. Good grief, that's a fair bit of fire there. It actually looks worse on the mini-map than it does in reality. I'm just going to assume, perhaps wrongly, that the attack is going to come around here like it did before. Although, yeah, these guys are sailing past. I'm not worried about these guys. These ones potentially. And let's see. I know these might be going around. Obviously, they are getting shot. Though they do have siege catapults there. Well, I say they have siege catapults. They're very. It's very close to being past tense, because that thing is getting absolutely hammered by our defenses. And yeah, we've managed to sink the boat. The siege boat has gone, and oh, they're making land. They're making landfall over here. Okay, and apparently they're smashing up the Noria. What is the water wheel done to them? They're just very angry people, aren't they? They're just turning up and wrecking things. Okay, so we've arrived now with our army, and reinforcements are here. And, well, basically, I don't think it's going to be too much of a challenge for us. We can see all of the defense firing away. We've got archers, we've got knights, we've got, yeah, them pretty much gone. Okay, so that was well done by our standing army. And that is pretty much sorted. We're going to pull back, and, yeah, that is everything done with. And, yeah, we've got some trauma because of the recent Viking attack. One sympathises, so we can understand. But plus 25 for Vikings being defeated, so that's good. That is very good indeed. So let's go ahead and once again run a road 1-2 across there, and I think the final cut is going to be there for the for that, yeah, and it's going to be a bathhouse in like so, and that needs to be irrigated, so we're going to probably run, it's in water, yes it is, a reservoir and then a Noria. The Noria can go, oh, it can actually go right there, so that is perfect, and then next to that it's going to be a reservoir, which again is going to require stone, which is something we are completely out of at this stage. We've spent a lot of time building here, which is understandable. Let's go ahead and we'll make a festival, because that brings people to the town. Another festival there. I mean, I can activate multiples of them, but I don't know if it's strictly necessary. How we're doing for food. Food is great. We technically are on minus gold, but because of the stuff that we sell, it's actually okay. We've got a lot more charcoal than we did in the previous year, so that's good. Stone, we're not talking about that. And we are still on plus 11 tools and minus 26 armaments. I'll have to keep an eye on that one. Back over to food here in a reservoir, which will go in right next door to this, which is fine. And then I think across there is a 2x1 park of a reflecting pool. Is it 2x1 or is it 3x1? No, it is definitely a 2x1. I can tell because it says 2x1. And we can place that in here maybe? That'd be quite nice. I'm just waiting for the stone to be eligible. It keeps popping up to say it's ready and then it stops. So that would go in there nicely, but pretty much not connect anything. No, there'll be some parts over there, so it is possible. It is possible, and well, we'll do that. It will affect some of the housing. So yes, let's just speed up to max speed while we crack on with the building, because that's pretty much all we're needing here. So we've got access to loads of stuff. We've got nearby gardens, we've got hospital, library, the bread, town square, statues, charcoal, other neighbours, roads. Basically, it's very easy to build in a lovely little area for people to live. Not too much of a hassle. And there we go. There's even some more now. And that will take us to, I think, 2,000 beds. And we still have this area over here that we've not really got much going on. I think a church would be a nice thing to build here, and that would probably get the majority of this. A church and then another graveyard. I don't think a graveyard is necessary. We've got one here. We've got one around the back there that is now full. We've got this one that there as well. Yeah, we've got enough to build a church, and it would have a waterside church, as it were. We could do that. It would go in and affect most of these houses, so I am going to put a church there. And for the sake of just aesthetics, I think mainly, we are going to put in a cemetery there, and we'll extend the cemetery. So cemeteries, this one I think, and it'll go around. I don't feel it's right to put them around here. It doesn't seem correct to put them around there. I mean, it would fit. Yeah, why not? It's a bit different, isn't it? And I think then a couple... I say a couple more housing. I can place one house in there. We're going to have a lovely park, maybe. No, garden that runs to the end. Then we will place like a waterfront, maybe row of trees. No, shrub row, which will go in there. And I would like to place one... No, we don't really need one there. Is there anything we desperately need around here? Fountain would go in. Don't really need any other statues. Hospital, no. Food, we don't really need that. We've got a baker in. No, I mean, it's just a case of what do we want there? When you put in a chapel there, you could technically put a chapel there. It fulfills the same need. Actually, it might not. I think it actually is slightly different. I think you can be affected by both the church and the chapel and the monastery all separately, but we don't need to. We don't need to do that. Is the point? So let's. I keep going to garden, and I mean parks, and a pond would be nice. Shrub row. Let's go with a reflecting pool, because that will be acceptable there. And then I think another statue, maybe a fish statue. Why not? And with that, dragon attack in 2 years. I think that, yes, that's taken us over the 2,000 beds. And the merchant has arrived as well. So one quick check here before we finish this up. Let's go ahead and sell some charcoal, sell some wood, sell some armaments, some of those, and congratulations. Generyville is now a dignified kingdom. An immensely strong kingdom few have achieved before you. You have truly demonstrated great ruling ability, sire. Well, it's lovely of them to say. I don't know if it's true, but it is nice of them to say. Okay, so we're going to leave it there for now. That has been a bit of Kingdoms and Castles. That is our new district. Next episode, I think we're just going to put the finishing touches to this. I want to probably build a couple of things around here, probably foresters, just to fill in these gaps. There's a couple of areas like around here that don't really have anything, and there is a gap in here which I've been desperately wanting to fill, and little bits in here, and we'll just finish things off and bring the series to a nice conclusion. And we'll have a chat with the diplomat as well. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed the episode, and as always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching, take care, and generic partings.